Children. So as we are doing the seminar topic on cyber safety, cyber ethics chapter. So today we'll be revising this series. We'll be revising the database concept. Okay. And we continue with the cyber ethics next class. Okay. The seminar is coming. So those who those who are not there in that database concept chapter, because for your annual examination, lots of questions will be asked from database concept and from DML command. Okay, this is not like a one-man show. You have to reply, you have to respond. Clear, everyone? So just that revision won't be done later on this particular chapter. So shall we start? Aditya, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Already I have given you this note through WhatsApp. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
My voice clear to you? Is there any disturbance in this?
Yes, ma'am. Some outside disturbances.
Shubham is not your class. It's not math class. Shubham is given. He has done a haircut, I guess. So the first basic thing we have seen, that is database. So again the definition of that. So what is the database? Database is a collection of Alvin, collection of Alvin. Hello, are you there? Ashish, sorry. Ashish, maybe it's a collection of
information.
See the screen share and tell me that.
Interrelated data.
Interrelated data, that is very, very important. If you write simply as a collection of data, it's not correct. Definition is collection of interrelated data stored together. That is school. When you create a school database, we are storing the details of school. Interrelated. In school database, we won't say the details of a bank or something like zoo data. So, interrelated data. And the next feature of database feature is computer-based record keeping system. We're not using paper. We are using computers to store the data. So if you have a database, you can insert data, you can delete data, you can update data, you can do any manipulations of data. That is another specialty of database. Okay. So Srihari, what is a database?
I'm adding here. Your voice is very low.
What is a database?
Database is a collection of interrelated data. It's a computer-based software which helps us to store data.
Wonderful. I never expected this. Okay, we continue. Okay, now comes the next term. So everyone listen here. I will ask. Yes, you have studied all this. Next comes so database. The thing is this thing is over. Now comes the DBMS. So what is the DBMS? It refers to database management system. This can be a question. What is the full form of DBMS? Fill in the blank. Database management system. So what is it? What is it? It is a software. It's not a hardware. It's a software for storing, manipulating, maintaining, and utilizing data. A database along with DBMS, collection of data plus the software is referred to as database system. So what is a database system? So this can be a question that way. So various DBMS software which are available in the market are examples are Oracle, MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, Sybase, PostgreSQL, SQLite. Okay. Before that, Shivani, what is DBMS? What is DBMS?
Ma'am, database management system, and it is a software that is responsible for storing, manipulating, etc.
Manipulating, etc. What is a database system?
Collection of interrelated data stored together.
Along with
Computer-based.
along with DBMS is called as database system. Adityaraj, tell me examples of DBMS software available in market.
And Oracle, MySQL Server, MySQL, etc.
Okay, good. So let's continue. Now, why we need DBMS? What are the advantages? Why we can't use a paper, saving paper, or why can't we use a Word file or Excel file, or simply not fast to save information? So the first point is database reduces redundancy. So why databases reduce redundancy? Because if you store student table, the student table is saved in one database. And again, we don't have to create student table and we have to save it in some other place. So everything is saved in a single place. So if we are saving it in a different place, there can be a chance of repetition of redundancy because we don't know how many places we save the data. So here everything is centralized. So that's how it reduces redundancy. The first part, redundancy. Second one, inconsistency. Inconsistency means the same way if there are two copies. Suppose there are two copies, and in from one copy I remove that particular record of the student, So at the same time, and I forgot to remove it from the second copy. So what happens? One student left the school, took TC. So from one table, if two copies are there, if one table, from one table I deleted that, and second table I forgot to delete. So the data will become inconsistent. So if there is only one copy, then what is the specialty? You need to delete only once, and there is no duplication. So it will reduce inconsistency. Then database facilitates sharing of data. So multiple users can share the same data. It ensures security. There is an option using DCL statements. There are options to secure the data. You can grant the permission and you can revoke the permission. Okay, that's integrity. So as I told you before, integrity means it won't allow you. There are many options to limit the data. That is, you can apply conditions. If they are marked as out of 100, if you are trying to enter 120, then if you have written a code for that, it won't allow you to enter 120, which is a wrong data entry. So that is called as integrity. Integrity can be maintained. That means validation of data. And enforces standard. Standard means you can exchange the data from one place to another. You can work it in a Windows operating system. You can work it in a Linux operating system. So it's a standard language here. So it's maintaining a standard. The format won't be changed if you change it from one place to another. Okay, that is called migrate from data. Again, what are the features? Why we require DBMS?
Ma'am, couldn't hear.
Why we require DBMS?
Uh, it reduces redundancy. Database controls inconsistency. Then it facilitates sharing of data. Then it ensures security. It maintains integrity and it enforces standards.
Okay, good. So it enforces standards. So these are the different things you need. If you use, these are the different advantages. Advantages of DBMS. Or we can write as a requirement. Why do you require DBMS? For that question also, you can write the same answer. Or what are the different advantages if you use DBMS? Now, so we have seen database, we have seen DBMS. Now, the next term you need to study is RDBMS. RDBMS, relational database. RDBMS. Only the extra thing is R. R stands for relational, that is relationally. They store everything in the form of tables. That it is called as a relational database management system. Table. What is a table? A table is a collection of rows and columns. Simply rows and columns are not enough. You need to enter values into it. Tables, another name is relation. A row means it's a relationship between the values, isn't it? 1, 3 Hari, 100. So this is information about Sri Hari only. Sri Hari's roll number is 1, The name of this particular student is Srihari, and the mark for computer science is 100. So, the information about 1/3. That is what a row means. A row is in a table represents relationship among a set of values. Now let's come to column. A column represents a field or attribute. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Only name, only mark. That is a column. All right. If you want to store the details of students, a roll number as an attribute, name as an attribute, class is an attribute, section is an attribute. Okay, and the collection of all the column information will become a row. So this is an attribute. This is an attribute. Srihari is an attribute. 100 is an attribute. The collection of these particular attributes in a single row becomes a row of information, or it is called as a record. What is it? A record. So what is RDB, MS, Emmanuel?
Relational database management system.
What is it?
It is organized into tables. It is organized into tables, and these tables are called relations.
It is the organization of tables. Okay. What is a row?
Row.
Row. Row. A row. Think. Yes, sure, for sure. But Emmanuel, after this. Row. 1, 3, 300. What is that?
Row. A
So
row.
what is that?
A row is a table represents relationship among a set of values.
Oh, suddenly from where this definition came? Huh? Information technology matters. Okay. Anyways, the answer is correct. What is a column then? What is a column or attribute?
Ma'am, represent the fields or attributes related to relational route information.
Why did you turn off the video? That is okay. Why did you turn off the video? That's okay. I understood. Your answer is correct. Yes. Okay. So what is a row and what is a column? Okay. Continue. So RDBMS relation. Another name of table is? Another name of this table is Srihari?
What ma'am had name?
Another name of the table.
Relation.
Yes. Oh, Shivani. I will show you the slide again. Shivani, is that over for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Example of a table. What is EMP numbered? Ashok?
Ma'am,
What is EMP number?
so row.
What is EMP NO is called as? What is the general term for that?
Employee number.
What is that?
Row.
Pick one.
Column.
Column. A column or it's called an attribute. Don't get confused with row and column. Row means a collection of attributes in a single row. It's called as a horizontal value of information. It's called as a raw record. Column means vertical values, similar values together. It's called as a column. Next comes the components of a table. To save a character, we need 8 bits of memory storage in the hard disk storage capacity. We need is 8 bits to store a character. Data item means the smallest value inside a field or in the cell is called a data item. Record, a complete information, that is a single row. Record, another name is tuple. Tuple is called as tuple. Collection of rows and columns are called as tables. All right. Dia.
Ma'am,
Yes,
can
sir.
you tell again what is a data item?
Data item inside a cell, inside the field, there will be a value. That value is called a data item. 1, that's the roll number. That's the data item. Smallest integer value inside a field is called a data item. So, Dia, what is a byte?
It is 8 bits used to store character.
Okay. What's the data item?
Smallest unit of the data.
Record.
Is tuple or rows.
Then
It's a collection of
table. Collection of
rows
rows.
and columns.
Before asking the question, tell me the answer. Okay. Good. So whatever we have seen, the previous slide, previous page, shows here is example. Why we need 5 bytes, Emmanuel?
Why we need
5 bytes.
to store the word sales,
To store
the character
which character?
sales.
Sales. So how many characters are here in sales?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each character needs 8 bits of storage. So we need 5 bytes. All right. Again, RDBMS. So we have seen few softwares before. Now we have few more softwares, Oracle, same thing. MySQL Server, MySQL DB2, IBM Informatics, SAP Sybase, Adaptive Server Enterprise, SAP Sybase IQ, Teradata. You have to study only 2, 3. And for your inside your syllabus, you have to study MySQL. What is the logo, RJ? MySQL logo is? MySQL logo is? No idea. Ashwin?
Not dolphin.
Yes, ma'am.
Dolphin. Yes, it's dolphin. What is the dolphin's name? Dolphin's name? Aditya, saying something?
I don't remember now.
Ashwin? Tia? Ashwin? Emmanuel?
Akila.
Ah, yes. Sakila is the name of the penguin. All right. There's this example. Now, few things you need to study. Terms. First one is relation that we have seen already. It's a table or a relation. It's a metric-like structure. Isn't it? Rows, when you say rows and columns. In math, you can study what is a metric. Matrix multiplication you need to study. Matrix addition. I don't know whether it's in 11th or 12th. It's a matrix-like structure arranged in rows and columns. And the speciality of a column is all items in the column are homogeneous, that is same data type. And each column assigned a unique name must have atomic value. Atomic value. It's not like atomic value means it should not be a multiple value for a column. So when you give a name to a column, it should be a single name. There won't be any other name with the same name. If you are writing roll number as one column, you should not give roll number as another column name. That is the meaning of atomic. There should not be no two identical rows. If there are two identical rows, Emmanuel's entry 2 times. So it leads to inconsistency because there is only one Emmanuel in the class. Isn't it, Emmanuel? So you can't enter 2 times. Your RDBMS software should not allow you to enter duplicate values. Ordering of rows or columns. That doesn't matter whether you order it in ascending order, whether it is ordered in descending order, random order, it doesn't matter. Domain. Domain means your roll number is 1, 2, 3, etc. till 34. Isn't it? So this is called the domain of roll number. From this, we will take 1, 3, 30. That's what? Collection of values from which the value is derived from a column. So this is a domain of roll number. The same way domain of name. Allowed values. Collection of values. Tuple. One row of information is called as a tuple. One column is called as attribute. Degree. Degree is number of columns. Cardinality is number of rows. One more time before we wind up. Dia, so I asked Dia already. Ashwin, Nachut. Degree. What is the degree of the table?
Number of columns.
Say.
Number of columns.
Thank you. Bye-bye.